Hello everyone! Welcome to my video. Hello cool people. My name is Jeff. I'm a self-proclaimed artist, illustrator, and singer. And welcome to this video! Hell yeah! This is my second speed paint. This is part 2 of a speed paint that I posted last week. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that. I put the link in the description below and all that good stuff. And yeah, welcome to my channel where I do art things and stuff, where I just do whatever the hell I want to. welcome everyone. How y'all doing today? Hope y'all are doing great. Oh my god, I can't speak. And yeah, so this is part 2 of last week's video, which is a speed paint. In this video we'll just be finishing the piece, the illustration from where we left off, which was now basically we're just doing like a bunch of the shading and the texturing and all that good stuff. In the last video we did all of the shaping of the environment, so we did the branches and the trees, and we just made like the basic shape of the whole illustration. And now we're detailing and just adding new fun little shape things. Okay, just watch me as I do it. And yeah, so I would like to say first that if you haven't subscribed yet, you probably should, because I'm gonna try and take this YouTube thing seriously. This is gonna be this is super fun. I'm really excited actually to do this whole YouTube thing. See if I can make it work. I wish I can, like fingers crossed. I can make like this YouTube thing work. But yeah. Also, I would like to apologize for the low quality on the audio, especially. Yeah. I guess let's just like talk about the painting, I guess. So right now I'm just like doing a bunch of as I've said before, the shaping and the lighting, the details, and all that stuff in this part of the video. So yeah. So as I've said before in the last video, this painting actually took me approximately 5 hours. I did it in the span of 2 to 3 days. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little landscape painting illustration practice thing that I did. It started out as a little pencil sketch that I did on paper. I took a picture of it, put it up on Photoshop, and just painted it. And well, now here we are. I used 3 different brushes in this painting. Those 3 brushes are the default hard round, soft round, and round angle low stiffness brushes. These brushes are the brushes that I use for a lot of my digital pieces. Yeah, these are just like these are just like the default brushes that comes with Photoshop CS6, which is the program that I'm using to paint this. So yeah, there's that. And I've talked about this before in the last video, but I don't usually do these kinds of illustration, an environment sort of an illustration thing. There is no real technique that I'm really like showing you here, sort of like I'm just sort of like practicing and trying out, some things in my own little way, So yeah, there's that. I don't usually make things like these. I usually digitally, I usually just draw people. I like to make portraits of people. I do like semi-realistic portraits of people there's actually one I did of Lil Nas X that I was really proud of. That I'm still really proud of. It was super good. Like seriously, I'm really proud of that one. I have it up on my Instagram and on my Twitter, and also on my Ko-fi page. So you know, if you want to check it out, you should. If you want to check out that and like my other art stuff, you should probably go to my Instagram or my Twitter. Although I do post most of my things on my Instagram, so you know, there's that. And yeah, I actually really want to talk about what I'm doing on the screen right now. So if you see like the brush that I'm using to sort of give that purple shading, purple multiply layer, is I usually like to use the round angle low stiffness brush. Actually, that was like the regular soft round brush, surprisingly. But I usually use the round angle low stiffness brush. I like to use that brush to make shading because it really gives a texture. It does both jobs of sort of like, you know, it gives the shading and it gives the texture as well because it has this really nice like brush stroke kind of texture to it, and I love it so much, honestly. And yeah, I'm just making little lines for, you know, the tree bark and stuff. And yeah, if you're wondering how I do that, how I do the little line things, I used shift click. Basically, I just press and hold shift and just click on where I want a line to start and click on where I want it to end. It creates a straight line. Basically, that's what I use mostly for this whole entire painting, actually. It's a very easy way to get straight lines or to make shapes really quickly. I am, you know, doing this with a mouse, so I can't really have, you know, the leeway and, you know, I don't really have the freedom to sort of make strokes. You know, it's not easy to make lines with a mouse, make curved lines with a mouse. So I really it's sort of everything I do has to sort of be rigid in order for it's just hard to make it smooth with a mouse. So I really, everything here you see is a lot of it is very rigid. It's because I use the shift click method thingy. I don't know if that's what you call it. I don't know if there's an actual like thing that people call it, but you know, that's just what I do. And yeah. I don't know what else to really talk about. Also, I updated my little icon there on the bottom right. If you look at my past video, it was basically, I didn't change a lot, to be honest. I just added like the little bit of outline, the yellow outline, and I just cleaned it up a little bit because I really did the last one for the last video kind of in a rush, and I wasn't really happy with it, and I wanted to sort of redo it. So that's, you know, I redid it, and it honestly looks, I like it. Honestly, my goal next time is to try and get it to be animated. Like, I wanted to sort of like move around and like say things, but like, you know, my icon that is, but I don't really know how to animate, you know, and like I have a very limited tool set, you know, like I really only have my computer, which only has, you know, Photoshop, OBS, and this, which is DaVinci Ressolve, and I don't even have a tablet, so I have to use a mouse to do everything. And it's like, it's kind of I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out, and honestly, you know, it would be interesting though if I figure it out. I think it would be cool to sort of like do like a little mini like tutorial, I guess, or like a step-by-step guide as to how I made the icon move. That would be fun. And you know, I should do that. I'm writing that down right now on my to-do list. Yeah. So what else am I gonna talk about here? Let's talk about the inspiration. as to of for this piece, I guess, quote unquote piece. It's as quarantine hit, I started watching a lot of Twitch streamers, and like just like gaming channels and stuff, and I've actually been watching a lot of Hollow Knight and Little Nightmares playthroughs, and I was just like, oh my god, these games are so beautiful, like with the way they did the backgrounds and the environment of it, especially with Little Nightmares, like the forced perspective and the lighting and the ambiance and it was beautiful, and this is in no way like inspired like aesthetically by those two games that I mentioned, but I was just like, I looked at these games and I was like, I really want to get my hands on trying something new, and this looks like something that I would enjoy doing. So I tried it out, and lo and behold, I had a lot of fun. Like, I seriously did. This was super fun to make, honestly. Like, I just like figuring out how to like make the branches and like do the colors and stuff. It was super fun. It really was. And to think that this whole like thing started from just like a messy ass pencil sketch. Just like, I'm really amazed at like what I can do myself, and like I'm really proud of what I've made. I think the end product is beautiful, and I enjoyed it. I love it, and I want to do it again. I actually did it again. There's actually 2 other pieces. One of them is still not done yet. It's still a work in progress, but there's another piece that I finished that is sort of supposed to be in the same set as this one, but it's not finished. It's a different time, sort of like the way I painted it. It was very autumn, and the colors are very different from this one because I wanted to experiment with color palettes, and yeah, this is super fun, like trying new things. It's super fun, and like I had like a really bad, horrible rut with my art. I had a little art block moment before I made this, and this really truly pulled me out of it. Like, it just like it made me enjoy what I do again, enjoy my art more. And it was just like, I loved it, because like it's sort of like, it made me excited about doing art again, because there was a point where I was just like sort of like sick of it, but yeah, so like whenever I would feel like I'm stuck in a rut with my art, I would just try and figure out and like see if like there's something new that I would like to try, and I would just try it out. And that's exactly what I did with this piece, and I'm really proud of what came out of it, really. This is me adjusting the values a little bit, which is something that I do a lot. I like to use the effects that Photoshop gives, so like things like posterize especially, that's me checking the values using the black and white to see like the contrast and stuff. It's actually a trick that I learned from Jeffry. I watch a lot of Jeffry, and I actually learned a lot of my tricks, from Jeffry. So yeah, like all the color grading and the curves. I like to play around with the curves and posterize, mostly because posterize gives this like sort of like a very cool sort of texture to the painting that I can't achieve myself, without it. So it's really cool to use it. I like to use it a lot sometimes, although I am trying to sort of not use it in some pieces, and like try to like broaden my my vocabulary as an illustrator, as an artist, and yeah, My goal with this piece is to really make it sort of like a like it could be something from a children's book, like a children's book illustration, or something from a game, really, like a really simple 2D game, like Hollow Knight. I actually do genuinely can imagine this being a game like Hollow Knight, you know, where it's like this really like platforming and like, you know, like all that jazz. Like I can imagine it as that, you know, and like, you know, it's just fun. Honestly, if I get to make a game, this is the aesthetic that I want to go with, you know, definitely, because like it's just a lot of fun. It really is. We're nearing the end of the speed paint. I'm just adding little ambient lights and stuff, you know, to add to the mood, and I'm changing the curves a little bit, you know, to like bring out the lights and darks a little bit. It's I love doing that, I really do. And yeah, that's this is the finished piece. I'm really proud of it. I really am. I think it's beautiful. I love the colors that I ended up with. I love the whole piece. If there's anything I could change, I would really only change some minor things. Maybe I would focus more on the house a little bit, because it is barren and there's nothing on it. You know, I just sort of the house sort of became an afterthought really. If I had to redo it, I would, you know, do more with the house. That's it, I guess. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you everyone for stopping by and watching the video. If you look at the screen there, there's a little slideshow of my little art things. So you know, if you like what you're seeing, you should go and check out my social media stuff. You know, go on my Instagram at treble.jeff, which is treble.jeff, my Twitter treble_jeff_twt. And if you want to support me and, you know, help me buy a tablet so I don't have to use a freaking mouse all the damn time, go and support me on my Ko-fi page, which is ko-fi.com/treblejeff. You know, if you have a bit of money to spare, you can donate some, or you know, you can commission me. My commissions are open. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe and watch my other videos. Thank you guys. Stay cool.